I'm curious, how maybe you guys envision at ARPA how you can enhance those types of gaming experiences through blockchain.
First of all, like I believe like the bread and butter for blockchain is trustless. It's being trustless. You don't need to trust a middle party, or you don't, you can verify, if it's valid or not, right? So that is kind of the ethos for blockchain. And for us, blockchain, to us, blockchain is to remove the single point of failure in the financial system, right? And for us is to remove the single point of failure in random number generation process. Once you can control the randomness, then you can control who wins, right? Like in lotteries, in the games, when you open a loot box, that is something that have people have the money at stake. So we believe that decentralized way to generate random number and also verifiable way to generate random number is crucial for, let's say, like the digital economy, the metaverse, or the games, or just anything that related to probability. So one of the vertical that we support is games, right? And we support both, GameFi or hybrid, Web 2.5 games, and also Web 3, like the real crypto native fully on-chain games. Those are very different verticals. For Web 2.5 games like Axie Infinity, for example, they are onboarding millions of users. So they are actually doing a good job for the whole crypto space to have more users. And for crypto native, fully on-chain game is a very niche sector. The total amount of users is maybe just less than 1,000 people in this world. However, they are trying. So basically, like we also explore in that front because we think it's the trailblazer, the trailblazer for people to build like complex smart contract to make it fun, right? To build experiments that push the boundary for the smart contract development and also eventually for infrastructure as well. So I can touch a little bit on both. Our random number can be used like very easily by, integrated by these Web 2.5 games. Usually they just need to copy our, consumer contract, and then they can start using the service. So as we build ARPA Rankcast, we actually interviewed with a lot of people, like a lot of the clients for Chainlink VRF, which is our biggest and this industry's leading player for random number generator. So like we learn about these Chainlink VRF's clients' pain points, and we try to build our product or developer experience better than Chainlink VRF. So for example, on the security side, threshold BLS, we use a decentralized group of nodes instead of just one node to perform the algorithms to generate random number. So that is more decentralized and more secure. And at the same time, we also focus on developer experience in subscriptions, pricing, and also like on the integration and simulation side of using our product. So, for example, we will run simulation about gas fee costs, etc., for our users to have a better understanding of how to use the product and what to expect about the product. So that is also something that we make a lot of efforts in. So for these like Web 2.5 games, usually they just need to integrate our contract and they can start using it. And for crypto native fully on-chain games, it's quite a different story. So one framework, or let's say it's called so-called game engine that people commonly use, is called MUD. It's called MUD engine. The MUD engine is developed by the OG Dark Forest team, which is the true OG for fully on-chain game. And we actually integrated Rankcast with MUD. So developers can actually integrate. Developers can request for random numbers and just using the same framework that they are working on their games. So we also try to build a lot of that part, the infrastructure part out. However, like in terms of the number of the teams, fully on-chain game is definitely less than Web 2.5 games.